See, he lies so much he can't even get his own name right. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Finally!
I got it.
I nearly got kicked out of it.
Yeah, I know, Louie.
Right.
That was a mistake on my part.
I bet it was. How long did the RCMP rape you?
Right.
Anyway, gang, it is time to get to our headlines. Now, of course, you can follow along with this. We like to make this a listener interactive thing.
Yes.
Yeah. It's an experience like it's like, isn't it like that ASMR stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, I see that stuff on YouTube all the time, like girl touching vagina for right. And it's just audio.
Yes.
You can't see anything. It's just this audio of this girl touching her vagina for like 12 hours. Right? And it's recorded with a good microphone.
Yes.
And it's evidently very close to the vagina.
Yes.
Right.
So, you hear all the... Right? And they got this video on YouTube, like where any kid can just come along and...
Yes.
Right? So...
Good.
Well, I guess. But no, I'm really wondering about this ASMR stuff.
Yes.
Like who thought this shit up?
Yes.
Right, and moreover, like if you go down the list, there's like these huge playlists on YouTube.
Yes.
Of ASMR, this, that, the next thing, and it's basically these assholes making sound effects.
Yes.
Right. Peeing in a toilet for 8 hours. Right. And all this really weird shit, and I'm just like, well, what? So I'm listening to the girl masturbating, right? I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, all right. Well, penis, is this doing anything for you? Penis is like, no, I can't see anything. That's the other thing people, I guess, don't get. Men are visual.
Yes.
We've got to see it. Spread it open. Come on.
Yes.
Right.
But anyway, so I'm listening to this recording of this girl. I'm assuming it's probably a guy with a really loose bum.
Right. I have.
Have you made those recordings before?
No, not at all.
Oh. When he says no,
Yes.
He actually means no, right?
Yes.
But when he says no and then no, not at all, he's lying, right? Anyway, so I'm listening to this thing, and I'm sort of fast forwarding through the clip because it's 12 fucking hours.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm clipping through, and I'm clipping through, and I'm clipping. Like it doesn't escalate. It doesn't change. No. It's just the same thing. Like girl fingers vagina 12 hours. Right. And me being the technical guy, I'm always interested in production.
Yes.
Right. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, so they got this girl, and they got her on a bed or somewhere comfortable because she's going to be there 12 fucking hours.
Yes.
Right. And see, I know Biff. I got to get to the news. I will. Yeah.
Right.
This is the listeners want to know. Yeah.
Right.
Sex is only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm listening, and okay, so she's there, and she's rubbing it, and it's wet, and there's, right. And I'm clicking through, and like for the whole 12 hours, she's just going for it, right?
Right.
And I'm like, man, that is some staying power. Like, how do you?
Right. I have
never masturbated that long.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know, and then I'm thinking like from the listener's perspective, right?
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so I'm assuming it would be a man that would listen to this, right?
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out what they're getting out of it. But then if you listen to all these other ASMR things, like, you know, they've got one, shoes going up wooden stairs 6 hours.
Right.
Fucking shoes going upstairs 6 hours.
Right.
Right? And I don't know. I'm trying to put my head around this.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with people.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
You know, and anyway, I'm just sitting here like what the fuck? Like, you know. Yeah, you know, you don't understand this, Bill.
No, not at all.
No. Don't even say you do. I know you don't.
Yes.
No.
Right. So anyway, you can be interactive with us too.
Right.
You can get on over to twitter.com.
Yes.
And look up speculation news, all one word, nice and easy. Right.
Right.
Get on there, scroll down to, I don't know. Well, they actually retweet our show now.
Yes.
Like on a regular basis, right?
Yes.
So you can just go down to where they tweeted the Friday show there.
Yes.
And all the stories above that in the timeline, that's what we're going off of. So here we go.
Yes.
Right.
Breaking news back on the 14th.
Yes.
Today would be the 18th.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So we got stories to get to, so shut up.
Yes.
Right.
Kazakhstan, of course, had arrested their former head of intelligence for treason. You heard about that, right?
Yes.
Well, for reference, here's a photo with him, with Joe, and Hunter Biden.
Right.
Apparently now the breaking part of the news story is that he's actually turned over evidence because, you know, he wasn't going down by himself.
Yes.
Right.
He's squawking like a bitch. And of course, he's turning up all his evidence against the Bidens.
Yes.
So this is evidence of treason between his country, our country, and Russia. Right.
Right.
So, you know, don't worry about things like, you know, the current popularity polls.
Yes.
Or the you know, his, you know, what are his chances in 2024?
Yes.
Right.
He and looks like the whole family are going to be swinging from nooses on CNN. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Next story up for bids tonight. The J6, I don't know, oppression group.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know, those assholes who are making up all this shit about January 6th, right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, they say they've identified another man by the name of Harley Davidson.
Yes.
No, that's a motorcycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who has now been identified and charged with high treason in the J6 attacks at the Capitol. He is known to lead a national network of insurrectionists who pose as motorcycle sales and service people.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true. And if you navigate your browsers there to the story, of course,
yes,
you will be able to take advantage of full color photos absolutely free.
Right.
You know, so. And, you know, they've got a picture of the guy in question.
Yes.
You know, in the crowd, he's clearly wearing a jacket. It says Harley Davidson. So,
Right.
you know. And on January 15th in Arizona, more than 200,000 are expected to be in attendance tonight for President Trump's rally in Arizona, of course.
Yes.
Already tens of thousands have shown up to the site and are now just a few short hours away from hearing from the beloved commander-in-chief, #Trump Rally.
Yes.
Right.
And, actually, there's some sniveling on this post.
Right.
Yeah. I always like to get the comments.
Yes.
Right? Because, we can hear, hopefully, from our listeners, people with half a fucking brain. Right?
Right.
But then it's always fun to poke fun at the liberal retards.
Right.
So let's see. The first liberal retard is Henry H. High Def.
Yes.
And Henry H. High Def says these guys will be there, and he's got a picture of what looks like his friends on a beach, and they're all wearing Nazi shirts.
Right.
And then Patriot, of course, replies to that and just gives him the finger. Yeah, does that. Then some other retarded moron. Someone by the name of Jackie. No. You can follow this psycho bitch.
Right.
Yeah, at Jack, Jack.
Yes.
IEWAAAAA.
Yes.
Right.
There you go. You go visit her and tell her I said Crash loves you.
Right.
And these people, they've got a real problem with it. You always hear people complaining.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that asshole's wearing a mask and he's in his car by himself.
Yes.
Right.
Okay? This chick in her Twitter icon photo picture is wearing a mask.
Right.
So be sure to thank her for saving your life by digitally enclosing the virus.
Right.
And keeping her little disgusting fucking STD germs to herself.
Right.
Anyway, she shares this montage picture.
Yes.
And it's 3 different images of Hillary Clinton laughing.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, like Hillary ever had this kind of attendance. And then some other Dem psycho.
Right.
They've the Book Hoarder.
Yes.
Yes, that's their name, and you can follow them at Denise G53.
Yes.
Denise G53.
Yes.
Right.
That's right. We're playing liberal bingo.
Right.
This fucking whack job. Wow. She shares a photo of a landscape scene.
Yes.
And in the background there's mountains, and just over the mountains is the sun cresting the mountains.
Yes.
And then in the flower field in the foreground is a bunch of pictures of a crying baby head with a Make America Great Again hat on.
Right.
Like, oh, you got me. Oh, right. My faith in my president. Oh, you've just shattered it with babies.
Right.
Oh. Yeah. Randy Presner, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. So Randy Presner, you can follow him at PHULL Court Press. So full court press,
Yes.
right?
Right.
All you're doing there, Randy, is just advertising that you learned with phonics.
Right.
Okay?
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. It also looks like he's Vietnamese.
Right.
I am Phu Co Pratt.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, he puts up a thing here. It says, "Remind me again, what cult ever ended well?" Asking for a cult following an orange loser.
Right.
Well, let's see, Randy. Let me know, because you're in one. When you see all your leaders swinging in front of the White House on CNN,
Right.
you let me know. And, of course, finally, a patriot.
Yes.
God, took fucking long enough.
Yes.
Right.
L tag, of course, Tangled Shadows at Tangled Shadows. I say again, at Tangled Shadows.
Right.
She says, wow, 200,000? Here's a picture of an enormous Biden rally. And, of course, it's that picture of him and those 4 old people in the backyard of that house.
Right.
Yeah.